should be better. Yeah. We're chill. Sorry about that, everybody. Did not expect my internet to just completely shit itself. Anyways, back to where we were. So it seems you bring ill tidings, brother. Alright, behind the griffin's mask we found the groaning face of an old adversary, Ilberd. I know not how, but he had... Cardi, you just missed my internet going out. Look at you, yeah, I'm not bald. Not bald. This face could not pull off bald. I know not how, but he had in his possession the eyes of Nidhogg, whose dread power he used to initiate a summoning ritual, even as we looked on. By the 12. I don't understand. Yeah, you missed 3.3. I don't understand. To attempt such a magic requires every ounce of one's ether. No one, not even grandfather, could cast it and hope to survive. Hey, you still get some of the good parts here. Indeed, it was ever a last resort. I am certain Papalymo was aware. Thus did the pupil follow in the footsteps of his master, even until the grave. Yeah, last week was weird because the construction people were working in here. I have as yet been unable to explain how Ilberd came to possess Nidhogg's eyes. In the depths of the sea of clouds, a perpetual storm of water and wind, aspected ether rages. No mortal could endure such conditions. And mayhap it was the work of an Ascian. But now is not the time for idle speculation. Kral, I have need of your assistance. Ah, yes, of course. We must inspect the cocoon of light and ascertain the state of the primal trapped within. Between our respective talents, I dare say we shall glean some measure of insight. Understood. I can't promise I'll be able to sense much through the barrier, but I shall certainly do my best. As shall I. Let us be about then. Yeah, we lost Papalymo just mere before the internet went out. What, without so much as by your leave? Pray forgive Archon Ishtola her brevity. She seeketh employment, lest her grief deprive her of the will to act. A desire to comfort Ida doubtless compoundeth heart in seemingly haste. I too must contend with this grievous loss in mine own way. By the leave, Lady Alice, I shall honor our fallen colleague through gainful study. There exist writings which may yet further our understanding of this cocoon of light. Oh, man. Nidhogg is such a problem. Mayhap I was too quick to judge. Surrendering to sadness and regret would be a poor tribute to Papalymo's sacrifice. Quite. We must begin preparations to face Ilberd's accursed creation without delay. What time we have was purchased, and is too dear a price for us to squander it. Is Bear here too? School's out forever. I'm still trying to understand the Dark Warrior stuff, or the Warriors of Darkness stuff. Alice, hey. She's an alright character. I like Alfie better. He cracks me up whenever people talk about his player days, you know? Boy, was a G back in the day. Steel recent orchestra roll. Ah, bands. You don't like the School's Out Forever? Bands. I wish I had more to tell you, but the situation in the East Shroud remains largely unchanged. Meaning we still have no idea how long it will be before. Ring, a communication from the Alliance. One moment. Yes, of course. Our representatives will be present. My thanks. Oh, the scholar. Yeah. I see. I see. Yeah, it's not that cool anymore. Not that cool anymore. Word from Gridania. The council will shortly be reconvened. The Alliance leaders have already begun to assemble. They wish to discuss the primal, of course. As of Ishtola's last report, the cocoon yet hung above the wall, unchanged. Yes, but the Elder Seedseer doubtless shares our concerns about how long it will remain, so I am told that Sid Garland has been called in to add his expertise to proceedings. A wise decision. The more minds we have working on this, the better. Well then, I suggest we leave the Rising Stones in Tataru's capable hands and make haste for the Lotus Stand. Alright. Is this... There we go. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Who is this? Samurai. Let's go. That's the cue. It's about that time. We're almost there.
A word, if you would, good sir. This place. It is within the realm of Eorzea.
You're an odd-looking fellow, aren't you? Still, takes all sorts, I suppose. This here's Vesper Bay. Thanalan's door to the ocean, as some folk like to call it.
Am I to understand from your answer that I have indeed arrived in Eorzea?
Eh? Yes? You're in Eorzea?
Ah! A plain response at last, and the one I
It
wanted
was
at
big.
that. My journey was not without its hardships, and I would sooner travel by land than put to sea again. You do not believe that so small a bark could bear me across the ocean? Such timid little sailors. I had but to set my course and set my jaw till I made port.
He's hungry.
Though, it would perhaps have been wise to lay down my oars a moment to sup on more than the spray of brine water. By the trembling of my limbs, I sense a brief repast may be in order. Nay, I will not hearken to the feeble grumblings of an empty belly. Duty comes before all.
Boom, boom.
Good man, are you all right?
Somebody get this dude some water and food, please. Ranger, do
Far
some.
indeed from home, friend.
It's pretty silly. I like it too. That was funny. What a legend. Nothing but a little boat and no food. Made it all the way to Eorzea. Alright. We gotta go to Nofika's altar. That means we're about to talk to that man. Travel to a new zone and begin Stormblood. She's still here? Damn. Yeah, I didn't expect that at all. Kind of mad at him still. So... he's gonna have to do something real big for me to trust him again. Just don't know why you're gonna go work for another team. Am I not good enough? I have bad news and more bad news.
Dear friends, pray accept my heartfelt thanks for your efforts in defense of Gridania's borders. I would fain dwell longer on my gratitude for the support of the Alliance, but the situation at Belsar's Wall demands that we forego such pleasantries.
Excuse me.
According to our most recent intelligence, the cocoon of light that formed in the air above the wall remains undimmed and unbroken. After measuring the cocoon's etheric concentrations, Archon Y'shtola has confirmed the presence of a primal entity.
So we must assume that Ilbert's thrice damned god is indeed trapped within. And what news of the Imperials? They would like to ignore such a spectacle.
Sir, a Garlean airship was observed making an approach, but the vessel was destroyed when it drew near. The Empire appears to have made no subsequent attempts to reach the object.
YouTube bot just popped in.
The soldiers who witnessed the incident spoke of a lance of light issuing from within the cocoon. Of an entire warship being reduced to smoking ruin in the space of a moment. Veterans of Cartano, meanwhile, likened the destruction to that wrought by the fiery wrath of Bahamut.
We could face another calamity.
So the Primal is awake then? Contained, yes, but for how long? We must destroy it now, lest it break free.
So how are we gonna get in there and beat it?
Agreed. There is, however, the small matter of how to get close enough to a being that swats warships from the sky as you would a bothersome gnat.
The world? What was that?
Is this truly so complex a
It's
puzzle?
Nero. What the
Or
fuck?
have you no
dude?
stomach for the obvious solution?
What in the hells are you doing here?
Who let this man in?
A pleasure
This
to see
far.
you too, Garland. Now, if you'd be so kind as to explain to these good people why you should be begging me for my assistance, that would be most appreciated.
A lot of us here. If he does anything, he's dead.
Who is this man?
Oh, how terrifically rude of me. Nero Tolskeva, former tribunus of the 14th Legion of the Garlean Empire. These days, however, one might say that I'm something of a free agent.
What do you want, Nero?
I was getting to that. Although you already know what I'm about to propose, old friend.
And
As
what
you
is
have
that?
rather belatedly realized, within that frail binding lurks an entity alike in strength to
Yeah,
the
he is
great
pretty cool.
Bahamut, and the only force in existence which might conceivably contend with such a foe is the very creation which captured the Elder Primal in the first place. I speak, of course, of Omega.
He's got issues, though.
Omega? That Hulk has been gathering dust beneath the plains of Cartanau since the Allagans breathed their last. And none alive knows how to wake it. I'm sorry? Do you understand who it is with whom you have the privilege of speaking? I'm Nero Tolskeva, Master Engineer, the mechanical genius who restored the Ultima weapon to full operational capacity. And as luck would have
That was him?
I'm graciously offering you the use of my
Guys, Van Belsar took all the credit.
expertise.
Or was going to until he
And
got
what, you just
defeated.
expect us to accept? You're a fool if you think your deeds at the Crystal Tower are enough to win my trust, Nero.
Trust? You wound me, Garland. All those years studying
Yeah, he's the one with the
side by
hammer.
side at the academy, sharing both trial and triumph, we were countrymen
I
once,
fought him
you
multiple
and
times
I.
now.
But sentiment aside, have you a better solution?
Thanks to duties.
Or do
The
you mean to
dailies.
send in your vaunted hero there, as you always do, and pray the world is not engulfed in flame? Let us approach the problem in a rational manner. Does
Okay.
not the fact that Omega slumbers in stasis point to the existence of some overriding technology? A means of control?
I would ask a question, if I may. Nero, was it not? In the event that we succeeded in using Omega to shackle the Primal in the manner you propose, what then would become of it? Do we not risk repeating the mistakes of the Allagans?
Allagans? I didn't know it's
Omega is
emphasized.
but a
I
tool.
just said Allagans.
How we choose to employ that tool is entirely up to us. Of course, if you would rather leave it buried beneath Cartanau while you continue your petty squabbles above, then I suppose that is also your choice.
I said we destroy it.
Spare us, Nero. The Seed Seer's concern is a valid one. He who controls Omega wields the power of the gods, the very power which led the Allagans to destroy themselves.
Allagans.
And does it not fall to we engineers to prevent such misuse? What was your company's proud slogan?
Freedom through
Freedom
technology.
through technology.
A creed you follow, is it?
I'll clap
What
back.
say you? Do we take this villain at his word?
Villain. He did do some saving. I kind of liked Nero after that whatchamacallit thing, so we'll give him the chance.
He makes me grind my teeth, is what he does. But I suppose we don't have much of a choice.
I'm hoping for a turnaround arc for Nero.
Would the Council be willing to entrust this matter to a pair of former Imperials?
But I keep getting disappointed by some of these bad characters that go good and then go back to bad.
Yes. The task of restoring the Allagan relic will be yours. But the responsibility for its reawakening must remain with the Council. Do we condone this course of action?
Aye. 'Twould seem we do. Let the record show that we invest this contingent with the authority to enter Carteneau and take command of Omega. Sid, I appoint you leader of the expedition. Scions, I would ask that you assign some few of your number to escort Master Garland and supervise the other one.
Supervise the other one. Nero, it's kind of expected.
We should be happy to oblige. The politics of Carteneau being what they are, I dare say our neutrality will prove useful in avoiding any unnecessary entanglements.
If I am not mistaken, Doma occupies a similarly neutral position. Might we not persuade you to join the expedition, Lady Yugiri? If you suspected any foul play from Nero, you would be welcome to kill him.
My blade is yours.
She wants
Not a
them
moment's
dead more than
hesitation, eh?
anything.
You'll forgive me if I do not shake your hand.
He's a little grin. He's like, what? Alright. Well, that was rather unexpected development, and one which raises a number of questions, not least among them how Nero chanced to learn of the council meeting in the first place. He always surprises me. Just shows up, you know. That's how. Whoa. What's this? Oh no, I gotta sneeze in a sec. Sid and the others are assembling at the airship landing. Thank you. Thank you. Times 2. Thank you. Thank you. Sid and the others are assembling at the airship landing. Alice is already on her way, and it would not do to lag too far behind. Let us be off. Where is this? Oh, this way. Wait. He's over at the main shard, huh? Oh, he's over at the end area. Wait, I can teleport there too. I forget you can just... Airship landing. I barely use the airship landing. I need to use it more. Oh shit, and he's right here, look at that. Fans, Alfino. Ready to go? The others have stepped out onto the landing for a moment. Lest you wonder, Nero insisted that he be allowed to inspect the Excelsior before boarding. And you let him? Despite his very timely offer of assistance, the thought of that man poking about in the workings of the ship without proper supervision does not fill me with confidence. Oh, Cardi, there you are. Calm yourself, Alfina. Your sister was adamant that he would never leave her sight. She and Yugiri are, well, here they are now. It's supposed to be a high pollen day for some reason. Right. I think that's everyone. Shall I set course for Carteneau? I might ask that we delay our departure slightly. I require no more than a few hours at most. Our colleagues are studying the cocoon even as we speak, and I would hear their latest observation ere we proceed. It would seem wise to gain as clear an understanding of the situation as possible before formulating our plan. Oh, I thought time was against us. How foolish of me. Smart ass. Hold your tongue. When we want your opinion, we'll ask for it. Forgive me, my lady. I shall keep my counsel until such time as you have finished procrastinating. Low-key, they're kinda like resembling, like, that's Sid, that's Alfie, that's Alicel, say, and that's Nero, you know? They got a dynamic going. If he turns into being a good guy, I think that's what will happen, and them two will hang out a lot. It's only a theory, only a guess. I do not know. Alright, while Alfino speaks with his colleagues, I shall fly the Excelsior over to Mordona. We can reconvene at the Rising Stones. Mine apologies for the trouble. I shall visit Ishtola and the others forthwith and join you as soon as I am able. Fans, pray accompany Alice back to the Rising Stones. I should feel safer knowing you are present to entertain our guests. Right, everyone heading to Mordona is welcome to travel aboard the Excelsior. I'll clear things with the girl at the counter here and let her know when you're ready to leave.